Is the baby time for Poet Warrior Snack? Yes, that is me, and today I talk about the mask work.
What's up?
Masks, you can't see me. John Cena style.
And his name is John Cena!
Today I'm going to talk about mask work. And if you guys saw my recent film review of V for Vendetta, you guys knew that this was coming. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. Let's just talk about that for a second. V for Vendetta, or mask work. What is mask work? Right? It's when people wear masks. It's typically used in theatre. Much more classical pieces. It's use mask work. It's very rare nowadays, I think, because it's difficult to do. It's difficult to direct. It's difficult to act. People are scared, more selective. I don't know, when using mask work in more contemporary pieces, and especially in film, it's not really used that much, or at least not to the level of V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta is like one of those AAA movies that uses mask work throughout the whole film, and it's fantastic. Go check it out, watch my review. I love mask work. We at Poet Warriors, we're huge fans of mask work. There's a lot of different ways that you can use mask work, and you know, we're talking back to theatre now, used throughout Greek tragedies. It's in kabuki style, Japanese theatre style, where they use masks. I'm going to do another snack on kabuki alone, because kabuki is very, very cool. Poet Warriors take on Japan. We're going to go check out some kabuki for your faces. Mask work is really, really cool. How and when to use mask work, because I really don't think people know all too well, and I think that's why it's not used, right? Many different instances of mask work. To take something more contemporary that I think people will understand, right? Masks, and I guess alternatively almost puppets, but we're talking about masks, can be used in a transformative way, right? Again, using something contemporary, let's talk about Lion King. Boom. This is what I'm talking about. The Lion King on Broadway, the West End, huge undertaking, really, really impressive show. I've seen it a couple times. Maybe I'll do a snack review on the Lion King, the stage performance. But it's all done with masks. It's all done with puppets, right? So, I mean, obviously they're animals, and they use masks, they use puppets to transform themselves into something that they're not, right? It's an extension of their costume, which I think is different to what I'm about to talk about. There are two ways you can use masks, right? In my opinion, probably a couple more, but I think in bog standard, you can either use a mask as an extension of your costume in a transformative way, like in Lion King, which definitely gets the job done and is very entertaining, very colorful, very bright. Or, number two, you can use masks as an extension of your character, which would be in a much more plain, darker way, less vibrant way, I'm guessing, or at least in my experience, my opinion, right? And what do I mean by that? You know, we can talk about Greek tragedies, take a look at Ajax, the Oresteia, even Julius Caesar with the soothsayers, Macbeth, right? There's lots you can do with masks. Othello, I've got this really cool idea for Othello that would involve a lot of mask work from Iago. And all of these characters, all of these pieces would mask characters as an extension of their character, right? Like I said, so take Julius Caesar and the soothsayers. I remember I was in a performance of Julius Caesar, which actually was directed, it was a school show directed by the Bays. I played Mark Antony, And he made the brilliant choice to, have the soothsayers be this very Greek chorus type of vibe. We had 3 of them, and they were going around doing their soothsayer stuff. And that's like the key thing, tying back in, I guess, to Greek theatre, like the Greek chorus and stuff. I think if I was to take that like even further, I'm just like, I wouldn't change that show. That show was brilliant. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was done beautifully, and it was very successful. I'm just using that as an example, right? Whenever you've got some kind of chorus in these classical pieces, even contemporary pieces, right? The thing that's always interested me, or even a narrator, right? Like how do they come to life? Between the pages, between the lines and everything. And I think the thing that entertains me, I love classical pieces, Shakespeare, Greek tragedies. The Oresteia did this very, very well. I watched the Oresteia in the Globe Theatre. It was fantastic. Is you mask your chorus line to almost dehumanize them and de-characterize them. To characterize them, if that makes sense, to give them more character, right? I find it so entertaining when you've got like a 3-4 man chorus troupe that are all wearing these masks and utilizing the masks to their advantage to meld them into one unit, one force of progression, one force of manipulation, inspiration, puppet masters, right? Like, I think that's a really, really good time to use them. So, like, that would amplify an extension of their character and who they are on the stage, right? So 2 things. Extension of character, extension of costume. And something like that is more unique, more original. You don't see it that much. Draws attention. It's entertaining, very stylized, very artistic. It can be very choreographed when done right as well. And why do it? Why do it? Because I just think it adds that level of depth, right? It's also like to me, I kind of like it because I'm a huge fan of Greek theatre. Some of the earliest theatre there is. Kabuki. I love Kabuki. I like to give credit where credit's due. I like to give a little tilt a head nod to the past of theatre. And back in those good old times when, theatre was like the only thing that you could go and do, costumes were much more elaborate. Stories were more elaborate. Masks were more elaborate. They were in use all the time, throughout different eras, throughout different cultures. Roman, Greek, Shakespeare, it's all there. We kind of lost that. And I like to just give a little head tilt to it. And it's artistic as heck. And it's just cool. And it's fun. And it's different and it's unique. Put mask work into your pieces, directors out there, writers out there, actors. Ask maybe, can I do something with a mask? I want to do some really cool mask work at some point soon. Like I said, I got this really cool idea for Othello from Iago's point of view. There's going to be a lot of mask work. Implement it. Experiment. Why not? Imagine, reimagine.
Tasty.